God, I wanted them to like me. Because they're funny. They're just 10-year-old kids that ride their bikes and they cuss. Kids cussing, especially when they don't know the word, because I'd hear them cussing sometimes. I'm like, you don't know what that word means. That's like one of the best parts of growing up, is finding out what cuss words mean. Just ripping one and being like, no, okay, that's bad. When I was 8 years old, I walked in the kitchen and my mom and my older cousin were having a conversation. And my cousin goes, yeah, it's not like I got a blowjob from her. And my mom goes, don't say that in front of the kid. 8-year-old me immediately was like, that's my new catchphrase. I had no idea it was sexual. I legitimately thought it was a real job. I was like, if Andy's saying it, this has got to be cool. So immediately I'm like, well, I'm going to go down the street and tell my friend Eric. He's got to hear about this. So I rode my bike to Eric's house. What I didn't know was that his sister was having her 10th birthday party. Yeah, it's going right where you think it's going. There was a 10-year-old birthday party in the backyard. Parents, kids, everybody. And I came around the corner and just screamed out, what are you, giving out blowjobs? Like a tiny little swinger. Was this a key party, or? I thought it was gonna kill. I thought everyone was gonna be like, who's the big kid? Instead, I just felt Eric's dad violently grab me by my upper arm. You ever get picked up when you're a kid and you're like, oh, okay. You know? Your feet start touching, you're like, oh, yeah. I liked Eric's dad, too. He was like, you know, he was a good dad, and good dads are always nice to kids without dads. They always loved it. That's why they're always assistant coaches. Good dads love to take a kid without a dad and be like, keep trying, young man. But in your mind, you're like, fuck off, guy. That was the first time I ever saw him mad, and he was legit mad. He sat me down in the kitchen, and he's like, where did you hear that word? And I just matched his energy. I was like, I'll never fucking tell you. You saw him be like, all right. This kid's from a volatile household. And then he just tried to first 48 me. 20 minutes, he just kept being like, you know, you tell me you can go outside. You can go back to the party. At one point he put a soda down. He's like, you like Orange Crush? He kept saying, he's like, who said that? Where did you hear that word? And I kept saying the same thing. I was like, I can't tell you. Because I'm not a snitch. But he kept being like, who said the word blowjob? And I was like, I can't tell you. Now, if you're a man and you're raised by a mom, you know as a little boy you have feminine energy that you're unaware of. So by like minute 20, I'm standing there like this. He's like, where did you hear it? I'm just sighing. I'm going, I can't tell you. And then I saw it in his head. He was like, oh, this kid doesn't have a dad. I'll just dad on this kid. And he really did the whole thing. He was like, I wish you would tell me. And if you ever want to, I'll be right here. Fucked me up. Oh, it got me. I was like, I just left. I just remember leaving and riding my bike home like, what's this guy's problem with blowjobs? Because I had no idea what he was talking about. And then I grew up and I learned what a blowjob was, and I thought back to that moment and I was like, oh no. I might have unintentionally ruined a guy's life. I'm pretty sure my best friend's dad thought I was being sexually abused by my mom's boyfriend. Because he was like, where did you hear the word blowjob? And I was like, I can't tell you. And then I just rode my bike home like... Meanwhile, he's going to bed every night like, we gotta do something, Martha! That's Eric's friend, we gotta do something. No abuse, zero abuse. I was just 8 years old out having a cuss. really did blow an opportunity. That should have been the moment where I'm like, it's Joe. Joe makes me suck his dick. Fight him for me, please. Just not in the water. He'll kill you in the water. So last summer, I'm out walking the dog, and I hear those kids on their bikes, and I hear the nerd of the group first. I just hear this kid go, "Stop cussing!" And then I hear another kid go, "Shut the fuck up! I'll suck your cock!" I was like, that little boy doesn't know what he's saying. That little boy has no idea what he's saying. And if he does, then he knows himself better than I've ever known myself. Portland, you were a lot of fun. I really appreciate this shit.